Hey guys, you are tuned into MEA Worldwide. I'm your host Elena Jordan, and tonight we are checking out the FYC for your consideration event for Schitt's Creek. We're talking to the cast and crew, and we want you guys to be a part of it, so stay tuned. So Annie, your character, really, Alexis, is kind of a subversive feminist icon in many, many ways. I feel, because what I love about this show and your character in particular is that Alexis has gone through so many things. She's been kidnapped, she's had all of these extreme situations that make her a little bit more resilient, but it's always shown in kind of a nonchalant way. How important was it for you to make sure that she represented feminism but also was a strong character without being too overbearing?
Well, I think the writers have done such an incredible job of fleshing out a fully formed woman who on paper in season 1 was a bit of a, stereotype and a bit of a handful, but they've really written in a lot of beautiful layers to her, and I really appreciate the fact that when we first met Alexis, she was dependent on men and money, and she's kind of done a whole 180, and now she's incredibly independent, incredibly driven career-wise, and she's on a search to figure herself out and find her real self that isn't defined by anything or anyone. So I feel really lucky to be playing her.
Because you've been friends for over 40 years, starting at Second City all the way back, in the 70s, working together. How important was it on a show that really celebrates family, that you're working with your actual family, your daughter and your son, but bringing in kind of your adopted family here as well?
Yeah, well, it was very critically important that Catherine be a part of the family from the beginning. Working with my own family is just kind of, I still get a kick out of it 6 years later. It was always a surreal experience for me to be on set working in a scene with my daughter and my son, and sometimes it actually felt like I was just in my own living room talking to my kids. It's just been an incredible experience for me as a dad, and such a joyful experience working with Catherine and the entire cast, I think, which is an incredibly strong, vibrant, talented group of people to work with.
Very cute in the first year, especially the first year. Eugene would sit at the monitors, and Sarah or Daniel would be in a scene on the set, and he'd be watching the monitors, and he'd be mouthing the words with them like a father watching, and Annie and I would stand over on the side like, yeah. But they're really a lovely family.
Now, I have to ask you, Catherine, you've played so many phenomenal roles. You've been in so many amazing movies. In fact, I'm almost worried that people are going to have trouble YouTubing this because we're here for the 4-year consideration event for Schitt's Creek, and you're in 4-year consideration.
No.
Do you, now, because your character, Marilyn Hack, has had some similarities to Moira. Do you ever take inspiration from previous characters and apply them to your characters, or is it just a blank slate each time?
Well, you can only draw from yourself, I mean, I always say it's, me on a bad day, but you draw from what you know, what you've experienced, what you've seen, but hopefully I've learned something from playing Marilyn Hack, and I don't think Moira would think she's way beyond the league of Marilyn Hack. Even though Marilyn Hack seems to work more, I don't think.
Hey,
no, that's almost true.
Well, Moira did, right?
Yes.
But even if Moira never worked again, she would never be as low down as Marilyn Hack. So sad. Now, Marilyn Hack, I guess, would feel the opposite.
I do have to ask, though, because it's gotten so much recognition, especially in recent years with, the Critics' Choice Award last year and with the resurgence on Netflix and kind of this cult following. Why did you decide to end it after 6 seasons?
Because that is always how we had intended to end it. And part of me feels like the success of the show is really just a representation of the hard work that went into it. And I wouldn't want to compromise the creative integrity for the sake of success, because I really respect the show so much and I care so much about it, and I would hate to overstay our welcome just because people started liking it. I would rather go out on top with people asking how are we ever going to get more of this, than be the show that you're sort of thinking I liked it until season 3. then things got weird. So I really feel like the sixth season of our show is a celebration of everything it stands for, and is a celebration of the fans. It's our thank you to the fans, and hopefully a loving tribute to all those people who watched us for 6 years and took that time out of their lives to spend 80 episodes of TV hunkered down in front of their computers or televisions, and choosing to take that time to spend with us.
We had a phenomenal time here at the FYC event for Schitt's Creek, and we hope that you guys enjoyed all of these interviews. If you want to check out some more interviews, you can hit up our website, MEA Worldwide, download the app for free, or check out our YouTube videos. You can also check out the final season of Schitt's Creek Season 6 on Pop, and you can find more from me on Twitter at Elena Jordan. See you guys next time.